but money is not the reason that I cannot be going. You know what? I'm not even gonna fight these guys. Let's just book it for the elevator. Proclivities of only flying first class. Oh, Banj. Gamer. You got that all wrong. Okay, so that's all the side quests, I think, done that we have access at the moment. Okay, we'll put a record on. Thanks and Runaways we have to do in the in the prime candidate sector, so let's go there now. Hedda, good afternoon. It is evening. In fact, it has gone evening for 4 minutes now. Good evening, Hedda. Oh wait, no. What am I doing? I want to go to logistics.
Best of luck.
What do we got? 2 points. Let's chuck that into. Yeah, we're gonna hold off for ground slam. Logistics. Oh. Gamers, I am not sitting comfortably. What do we got now? 40. All right, so we can get this mission started, then we're going to take a super quick break because your boy needs to pee. Yep. Oh. Loot. Actually, true. We haven't checked in here for any collectibles or documents or anything. 16. I gotta get more mods. Damn it. Oof, I got some good ones though. All right, let's get rid of worst of each type. Here we go. $16 versus $18, $16, $18, $16, $12 and $11, 54%. While we're here, we may as well actually upgrade some. So you're here, you here, 18%. We just want the health recovery per pickup. That's pretty good, actually. What's that? It's energy gain from headshots. I'm not really using that a great deal. Let's switch that for. I think we've already got that. Oh no. Whoa, big double damage kill boost. Double damage consecutive kill boost. I call have to come to. Oh no, Krista, I'm so sorry. But go have a.
I love refrigerators.
I also love refrigerators. Go and have a good day at work, Krista. We will not be here when you're finished. Have you been here yet? But we will talk probably tomorrow, I imagine, because I have a day off tomorrow, so I will probably spend it with y'all. Alright, we've been all through here, so now we get to do my favorite room in the whole game, and that is definitely sarcasm. Oh, we got another file. Mirror supplements. So this is the supplementary documentation to the Mirror, where we fought S-Edge and got the asynchronous outfit. Redacted. She was admitted to a mental ward for emotional stability soon after relocating to Illinois with her family in 1914. The item only appears on record again in 2006 when the Bureau investigated a sudden rise in disappearances in Redacted, Illinois. Agents found the item hanging in the local library. They contained it quickly, though the missing people of the town were never recovered. Supplementary materials. Dated August 18th, 1915. We certify that the case of Mrs. Redacted has shown her to be a lunatic under the reasons of hysteria, bad company, and imaginary female trouble. Her fixation with the family looking glass is noteworthy, though not an uncommon matter when considering the female disposition. Mrs. Carver is a fit subject for the lunatic asylum and will remain in its confines until her affliction has passed. Signed, Dr. Redacted. Oh boy, that is some dated language that we see there from classic male doctor.
To find new prime candidates. The Bureau needs a director. Our future.
You know, this room is substantially more enjoyable than it is in the speedrun. Lower that shield, baby. Come on. I actually did not even know the room went back that far. Alright, cool. Let's start from the top and work our way down. Yeah, look at this twist. That's so cool. I never take the time to appreciate the weirdness of some of these rooms. Bright Falls supplement. Oh boy, this is a good one. This is a good one. This is another link to Alan Wake for those of you who are following with that. Details. Alice Wake, Mr. Wake's wife, was found during the Bureau investigation. She was interviewed and evaluated. She showed severe signs of severe mental trauma in the form of, redacted, memory loss. She was later directed to treatment. It was concluded that she had been trapped in the threshold during its manifestation. Notable individuals still missing after the Bright Falls events are FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, Dr. Emil Hartman, refer to The Creator's Dilemma and the file regarding the Cauldron Lake Lodge. Bureau researchers believe this event was the result of a forceful perception of subjective reality stemming from Mr. Wake, overlapping on our own. Wake has been flagged as a potential para-utilitarian, see Prime Candidate Program file for more details. In 2011, a book by Clay Stewart titled The Alan Wake Files was published by Roundabout Press, New York and Olympia. Agents interviewed Clay Stewart and suspected minor para-utilitarian sensitivity. He was placed under indefinite surveillance. Notes: a monitoring station was established at Cauldron Lake to alert the Bureau of any future activity. So that's a real good one. That's a real good one. We also have a hotline update.
After North Moore stepped down, I doubled every effort to find new prime candidates. There was no one. No one but me. That wasn't good enough. I pushed hard. I never wanted the Bureau to end up in that situation again. The Bureau needs a director. Always. When my time reaches an end, I want more options on the table. P1 through P5 were all false leads, dead ends, and disappointments. Then P6, Dylan Faden. He fell into our arms. No parents, they're gone, casualties of an AWE. The boy has exceptional talent. The oldest house will be his home. We'll build him from the ground up. He'll be trained and taken care of. Darling can be in charge of this project. I can't. I'll stay away. I will not fail the boy like I failed my own family. My daughter and my wife. We weren't careful enough back then. Something came home with me. I took work home. My Susanna got sick. When I realized my mistake, I wanted to bring her here for Darling to do what he could. Kate flat out refused. Civilian doctors treated our daughter, but they didn't have a clue. She died. Kate left me. Same old story. That was a long time ago. The Bureau is all I have now. And the prime candidates are our future. There are two, P6 and P7. We're spoiled for choice.
So what I find super interesting about that, and I think is going to be elaborated a hell of a lot more on in Control 2, is he talked about Dylan and how Dylan didn't have any parents, but didn't mention the fact that Dylan did have a sister. And this is where I think a lot of the credibility comes into the idea that...
Right. The only thing creepier than one mannequin is a few dozen of the damn things.
Gives a bit more credence to the idea that Jesse and Dylan may have stemmed from the same being. So obviously we don't know about that yet, but it is very interesting to me that he does talk about family, his own as well as Dylan's, without mentioning Jesse in any way. And yes, it is Hedda. Well, it is Walter White. This is a sequel to Breaking Bad. But instead of meth, we're making SCPs. Jesse, we have to secure. Also, fun fact, I really fucking hate mannequins. Like, really hate them. Straight up cannot remember. Oh, there it is. Found it.
New Bureau policy. No more mannequins.
Fucking preach it, Jesse. Preach it. No more fucking mannequins. Alright, let's explore downstairs, see if there's any documents we need. Oh, and there's also a safe room down here, isn't there? Doesn't look like there's any documents. In here either. You have a radio, though. Nope, not one we can turn on. Alright, we will explore the downstairs of this area first. Nope, just loot. Hang on, I only picked up one thing there. What's the other thing that we've missed? Orange. Oh, I should probably decraft a couple of weapon mods, actually, while I'm here. I got a lot of shit ones. I'll get rid of anything level 3 and under. Yes. Alright, we'll come through there. Like there's much for us upstairs either. We can get through here. Wait. Oh, I had no idea that was a shortcut that existed. Titan is going to be so mad that she's missed this. Oh no, I've fucking crashed the game again. I've got to learn not to try and open the collectibles while an episode of Threshold Kids is playing. Because that just breaks everything. Hedda, have you been here for an episode of Threshold Kids yet? I don't know, but I feel like this is the kind of thing that you would really enjoy. Okay. Okay, cool. Now we can open up the collectibles. Oh, we've also got an extra case file. All right, final episode of Threshold Kids. Let's do it.
Stepping to the FBC, there's lots to do, there's lots to be, but don't dash and don't scream much. Let's join the Threshold Kids. Let's join the Threshold Kids.
I can see you're upset, Meg. Why don't you tell Uncle Mr. Bones what's wrong?
I did bad on my clairvoyance test.
You can't ace every test, Meg. You see, everyone has different brains. Some brains can talk to each other. We call this ESP.
ESP?
Some brains can lift objects, like a baseball. Talk about a fly ball, eh, Meg? No interruptions! So who cares if you fail your clairvoyance test? Maybe your brain can throw baseballs, or talk to dead people, or make friends blind. Once we know what your brains can do, we'll know what job to give you. And if your brains are just right, you'll get to sit in the big chair.
What if I don't want the big chair?
What if I don't want the big chair?
Everyone wants the big chair, Meg!
That's why we're all here. Use those brains to listen for once, or the only chair you'll get in is the one with straps.
Finn. No more Threshold Kids. But one more case file. Legolas. Hello to the new house. I hope the move went smooth, dude. Waste mannequin. AI 7. Containment procedure. No known procedures for preventing the item's effect. Update. March 1990. Lining the item cell with the newly discovered black rock has yielded positive results. Test with other altered items. So this was the first one that they used black rock on by the sounds of it. A wire and fabric waste mannequin. The base and head are made of stained wood. The item duplicates. The trigger for this behavior is unknown. No correlation can be found in either the number of duplications that manifest during an episode or the duration for which they last before disappearing. So I think we still need some supplementary files on the old mannequin. This one. Ooh, Bright Falls summary. Ho ho! This is a perfect one before we go into a break. Event summary. An unconfirmed threshold manifestation at Cauldron Lake, I don't know where WA is, resulted in a fictional story written by author Alan Wake, creating an AWE in which reality was altered to match that of the story, though only locally and only for a limited time. Event response. Mr. Kirkland, head of investigations, was alerted on September 13, 2010, by ex-Bureau agent Frank Breaker, see Redacted, that an AWE event was taking place in Bright Falls. Refer to events investigated in 1970, 1976, 1978. Breaker had received a call from Barry Wheeler, Alan Wake's literary agent, on behalf of Breaker's daughter, Sarah, who is the current sheriff of Bright Falls. A Bureau field team arrived at the site 2 days later, only to confirm that the event was over. Interviews were conducted, refer to the 1970 redacted Thomas Zane, 1976, 1978 Odin Anderson, Tor Anderson. Alan Wake was believed to, redacted, instigator. Eyewitness reports highlight an old light switch, possible object of power, that, redacted, missing. Wake was not found at the scene. Reports claim he dived into the lake, but no body was recovered in the search. So, spoilers for Alan Wake. I know that this is a control playthrough, but it is very important to talk about the link here. So, Bright Falls, or Cauldron Lake at the very least, is sort of like the oldest house, I believe, in that it's an ongoing altered world event. What it causes is people with creative dispositions. So you saw in this one, there were a couple of names they used. Thomas Zane is one that was also done in, that is also brought up in so Thomas Zane, there. Oh, you guys can't see the cursor anymore. Thomas Zane, 1976, and Odin and Tor Anderson. Thomas Zane was a poet, and Odin Anderson was, I believe, a painter. And what happens when a creative type visits the location of Cauldron Lake, their creations, so their art that they create, whether it be poetry, painting, or in Alan Wake's case, a novel, come to reality. So it's basically creative types that create art in any form can affect the world of, or the land, the city, the town, whatever it is of Bright Falls to match their creation without even realizing it. And this is where we learn about Ordinary, Jesse's hometown.
Ordinary. So much coming together in this one case. A new object of power, something we have not seen before. I mean, coming from me, that's saying something. And the boy, Dylan Faden, prime candidate 6. And the sister as well. Well, once we catch up with her, but the boy, that's so much potential. We're talking Northmore level readings here. And I don't want to invoke his name, but it's completely different circumstances here. It's remarkable. There was an incident. Yes. We lost a valuable member of our team, yes. Excessive force. Dylan has so much. But he's just a kid. Like, I'll take the blame. He needs some slack. I mean, boys will be boys. He's exceptional and under a lot of stress. Roberts got killed. It's an unfortunate accident, that's all. Marshall needs to realize this. We will make this work. We'll make this work. Ordinary. So much coming together in this one case. A new object of power, something we have not seen before. I mean,
so, that's a very important one, as Darling mentioned us for the very first time. So we know that the only thing that we don't know is whether or not Jesse and Dylan, we know they existed separately after the Altered World event in Ordinary, where they discovered Polaris. But we don't know whether or not they existed separately prior to that. So they became prime candidates after the Altered World event that happened in their city, town. I guess it was small. But since then, they have been separate. Before then, were they separate? Is a question that needs to be answered. But this is a good opportunity for me to take a super quick break. I will be back in like 5 minutes. Use this opportunity, get up, stretch your legs, go make a cuppa, coffee, whatever you need. And I'll see you guys really soon.